Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience, and hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated, from the west where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help us show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitting Policies.
Yo, it's that time. Wednesday. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to Spitting Policies. Thank you. Come on in and join us. So, tonight topic is thirsty dating. I don't know. Maybe you know someone that have. Maybe you even know somebody that's doing it right now. So we definitely want y'all to be a part of this. Call in, send us some text, whatever, however you want to get yours across. We here. Hey, so let's do a quick check-in. Trev.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. I had a full week. I hope everybody else as well. Everybody else on the panel had a good week and a full week. This has been an amazing week for me, man. Or at least I should say last week. It was very productive. I'm not one that focuses on money, but growth and prosperity. And I think that the whole Spitting Policies staff, the crew, the cats on the panel, I think we've been collecting blessings, and that's been my word of the week, man. And I hope that you guys are also growing and prospering and had a full week. How was your week, Kev?
Man, yeah, collecting blessings, man. Through it all, no matter what it is, we still blessed. So I can't complain, and I definitely try less to do that, because if you look around you and see what God is doing for you, you know, you can't complain. What about you, P?
It's been hell.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, it's hell with you right now, trying to work with that.
It's, some new challenges, in life. It always brings up opportunities to become who you really are,
right.
And I look forward to those challenges, and I embrace them, and I say, come on, let's get it done.
That's right. One of the challenges this week was at the voting polls. I don't know how many of you guys voted, and I hope that all of you may have voted. But one of the things that, I hope you guys voted as well here on the panel. But that was a challenge in and of itself. Did that remind anybody of anything? Because while I was in that line and it took so long to vote, I was thinking, okay, I still got to stay here because, the people that made it possible and fought for the rights for us to vote went through way more than standing in line for a couple or a few hours. They had to go through some torture. So I hope that everybody that's listening in, and even some of the young people that haven't voted yet, understand when this time comes for them to vote, go ahead and participate in it, because a lot of our ancestors and people before us died, were hurt, and beaten trying to vote. You guys voted, and how was your experience?
I voted for Trump. I like redheads, so orange guys. So I did voted for Trump. I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but whether you're Republican or Democrat, I'm like Malcolm. I call the Democrats Dixiecrats. Wow. They're one and the same to me, whether Republican or Democrat. I mean, I think we as a people just stop voting just because we're Democrats. Just because somebody is a Democrat, we need to vote for them. We as black people used to be Republicans. Now we're Democrats, and now we just vote because somebody has a D behind their name. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man. I feel you.
So I think we need to vote as a block group. You know, if you're not saying, hey, I'm gonna do this for your people, then we not voting for you.
Right.
Whether you Democrat or Republican.
Right.
Well, I hope the audience feels the same way, because whether you're Democrat or Republican, you got to know and understand our history and vote for who is going to be for us. Other nationalities do the same thing.
Yes.
You may be registered for one vote, but who has my best interest at hand? Who
Right.
has our
Exactly.
best interest at hand?
Definitely.
But we also have to move as a collective and as a communal front. So
Definitely.
That's
Yeah,
real
I
spit
agree.
right there.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
real
Ah,
spit.
real spit.
Yeah. So that's our real spit, unless we got some more spit.
That was real spit.
Yeah, that was real spit.
Unless we got
Off
some
the
more.
dome. We
Yeah,
spit it off
that
the
was
dome.
real loogie right there. That was some real loogie.
He bought that one up from the depths.
From
Yeah.
the bowels of
So,
my
yeah,
lungs.
but so we gonna jump, right into it.
Let's
I
get
mean,
into it.
man, please
Okay, well,
call
well,
in.
What can
Can
can you describe what thirsty dating is for our audience?
Well, it's so broad, man. I think thirsty dating is you're not looking for anything solid. You're not looking for anything, a commitment. You're just out for whatever you can get. Whether it's sexual, whether it's money or whatever the case may be. That to me, you got a lot of people. To me, it seems like that's where we are right now. A lot of people are thirsty dating. No commitment, nothing solid, just hit and run. I'm with you when we together when we together. Yeah, that's it. So that's how I look at it. And we may have some, people to flood the phone lines, and we may not.
One of the things that got me, okay, well, let me ask you guys. Do you guys know what grifters are?
Yeah, I've heard that term.
Grifters?
Yeah,
You know what a grifter is?
No.
Okay.
I heard
Well,
that term.
Grifters are people that have a tendency to hook up with you or want to hook up with you because of your either status or because of your popularity and your money and
Yeah,
or your
definitely.
reputation, and or they want to get something from you. But now with this social dating, they will go on your Facebook page, and the younger fellas, I hope y'all listening to this. They'll go on your Facebook page, go on your social medias, find out what you do, where you are, where you're
All
going,
that.
and they will follow you. I don't know if they call that trolling or whatever else, but they follow you, and they be like, oh, you could front like you got it good, and then turn around like, hey, how you doing?
We
And when
used to
they
call
see
it
you, when they
stalking.
meet, they do a background check through your social
Yeah.
media, and if you look like you got it good, then
Right.
they'll know whether or not they want to talk to you.
And that's pretty much so they are thirsty grifters.
Grift or opportunists.
Opportunity, yeah. And
So I guess I got thirsty dating on
what was
the
your
term.
Oh.
Because I was thinking about somebody that's thirsty.
that like want to drink water or something?
yeah,
Go out for
you know,
drinks?
they're looking for sustenance. No, but thirsty
I got
meaning somebody's like too up on you, like they doing too much. That's what I look at.
Yeah, that
No,
could,
that would be a
that-
characteristic
yeah.
of somebody that
that's
is thirsty.
Right.
And
If
how
the audience believes that,
I
call in
believe-
and
how I
clarify.
classified a dude that's thirsty, right? A dude that's thirsty, he gonna be highly needy. He's gonna be a little bit insecure.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be like, baby, what can I do for you right now and for the rest of our lives? And you just met him yesterday.
Right.
She just met him
Yeah.
yesterday.
Well, we just got a thumbs up from two young men that understand what
And
thirsty
I hope they're
dating
not
is. Kevin
thirsty
used to hear
dating.
Kevin's, but they were like, yeah, that's it.
First of all, you too young to be thirsty dating.
No, they not thirsty. When we gave a definition, they gave us a thumbs up.
Oh.
So, but
okay. I'm about
what
to
is-
say.
what is it for? I understand what it is for a male to be thirsty in dating a woman. Now, what is the opposite for a female? How does she show her thirst in the dating field?
I think pretty much the same thing.
Well-
What kind of car you driving? It's always, to me, society have always had their own definition of, a man, and it's usually around in his jeans or his slacks. You got your pockets. They want to know what's in your pocket, and then you got your package. And they want to know
Your
what kind of
package and
package. Your pocket and your package.
I like that.
Yeah.
Your pocket
And your package. So we, to me, and it's what you can do. Just prime example. It was a question I asked him some years ago on Facebook, and it was like, would you prefer a man that's not so what kind of nerdy, but want a relationship, gonna treat you have respect for you, so on and so on, but he may not have that package, or he may not be able to put it down.
Okay, well,
but do you want a man that's all he gonna do is hit you late at night? He gonna come through. He gonna service you real good, as they say, get my back blown out. And I ain't talking about me, because I don't get my back blown out. So, but I'm talking about females. That's he blew my back out, girl. And so, but you have a lot of people that's what they want over, the nerdy type cat,
I'm
or the straight.
I feel you on that. So we would probably need to hear from the audience their definition of what a first
call in.
date
Don't
would
be
be
scared.
or whatever, right? But
Call
the thing
in.
that get me is it's I think that and I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but you date a female and she's cool or whatever else, and maybe fairly popular, but when she get to you, she want a relationship.
I've had that.
Why?
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden? Oh, now I gotta be your boyfriend. You've been doing your thing everywhere else, but now you get to me like, no. I think we need. Where we going with this? We need to have a relationship. And you're like, wait a minute.
Or I know you have. You gave it to Bo over there, but I gotta take you out of town. And come on, I gotta go all the way out of town with you to what you done gave Bo, and he live down the street and around the corner.
And he doesn't take care of you, right? So I think that sometimes a lot of people, men and women, they're so used to bullshit. They don't know how to treat good shit. So when they come to a person that they deem as someone that's worthy to be with, they'll either smother you,
right,
or you're gonna get pushed away because they don't know how to treat you, and they've been so used to being mistreated. But then again, if we're talking about thirsty, that's, in my opinion, going along the lines of lust. You're not looking for love. You're looking for lust. You're looking for what you can get out of it right then. And that's one of the difference in the characteristics between love and lust.
I mean, just like with some women, and I'm like I said, I just listen. When that dude, that cat that you really not interested in, or he works your nerves, he call you 3:00 in the morning. You answer the phone. You got an attitude. Hello, who is this? Boy, do you know what time it is? But then if it's Bo, and he call you at 3 a.m. in the morning, hello? What? Oh, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just sitting here.
And he all the way out of the way. He goes, hey, I'll over here by your house. I got to get some gas.
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning. Everything changed.
Yeah, I just need to get some gas. I was over here by your house.
Just come on by. I'm just watching TV.
But do you think that's women? They fuck the bad boy and marry the dutiful beta
nice
man.
Guy. I think a lot of people have a tendency to do that.
It depends on where they at in their life, right? Really, depending on where they at in their life.
I think men and women have a tendency to do that.
Yeah. Some women you may sleep with, you may not. You just want them to sleep with them. You're not looking at them as a relationship, right? It works both ways.
Yeah,
right. Works both ways.
Well, if I think I'm guilty. If a solid foundation is based off in the beginning, then we have an idea of where we're going to go.
Are you talking about solid foundation?
If a person.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking a question.
Well, I think both parties need to let their views be known from the beginning and be fair, and let that person choose whether or not they want to deal with you or not. That's just my opinion. But some women have a tendency to say, well, you should have just told me that. You could have said that from the beginning. And it was like, well, I did. And, eventually they'll end up getting hurt, whether it be because they have an ulterior motive or because their feelings got involved. What you guys think?
I want to know because just for me, I hear what you're saying. the topic is thirsty dating, and I want to know from women, like, what's too much when the guy is too needy? He's coming on too strong. That's what I consider thirsty, right? If he's coming on too strong, what's too much? You know, maybe he's talking about marriage, and you guys just your first date. I want to know what's too much for like women, because I know it's a line that somebody crossed where a woman will like, okay, he's just gonna be my friend. I don't see him as a male that I would continue to date him and have a long-lasting relationship with. They call it ghosting. A woman will ghost you. What you mean? If you come on too strong, a woman will ghost
you don't think men would do that
I
too?
do it.
I'm saying women. Because that's who I want to hear from. Right. I know what I do.
Well,
I know what men do.
Yeah, we want to definitely hear from.
You know, I want to know what's.
Yeah, I think it go both ways though. You know, because I mean, now that you say, I think we did say I'm finna get ghosts back when we was coming.
Back in the day, that's an OG term.
Yeah, so it's been, I've been in situations like that where it was just, well, really, you know, I'm not ready. That's would be my thing. I ain't ready for no relationship. You know, I said that for a long time. That worked for me for a long time. You know.
We'd have to find out from some of the people that are listening, you know, what's your definition of a thirsty date? Or better yet, tell us if you've done it or admit to it, if you've been thirsty. What occasion? Call in and be anonymous about it, but give us some examples of somebody that was thirsty that wanted to date you. That's what I want to hear.
We know you had them. You know, women is quick to call up their girl and tell them, it's a bugaboo. You know, I'm just using old terms, but that's
hey, okay, but look, but hang on, another thing though. Some people rather have handsome, and some people rather have sexy. Would you rather have a sexy woman or a pretty woman?
Did you say handsome?
No. Some women would rather have sexy or handsome.
You confused
me.
As
the panel.
Oh, you know,
as a panel, would you rather have a sexy woman over a pretty woman?
You confused me there, bro.
Oh, my bad. I may have confused some of our listening audience. I apologize for that.
Well, you want handsome?
My bad. Look, start holding my hand, brother. But would you rather have sexy women? Would you rather have sexy over handsome, or handsome over sexy? And for the fellas that call in, would you rather have sexy over pretty, or you rather have pretty over sexy? And they're both relative to ourselves, because everybody that's pretty ain't sexy. Everybody that's sexy ain't pretty, but they're both relative to the individual.
Yeah.
What if I don't like when people give me either or? I want both.
You want the combo platter?
Yeah, give me the combo. Give me number 2.
Yeah.
I want combo number 2.
Hey, I'll feel you on that.
Don't give me either or. I want both.
Yeah, right.
I think I'm
supersize me on
I
that.
think
No, let me not say that.
Well, hold up.
That go the wrong way.
Hey, I'm getting a few people I got a few people that's been making comments. So let me see if they can get them to call in.
But I'm like,
I have people making comments too, but they scared to call.
But I was telling you,
come on, y'all call in.
I believe I do have both. Because she's very attractive.
Oh yeah, you better say that.
I'm saying it because it's true.
You better say that.
Okay, but no,
that was solid.
That was solid. Okay,
I like the way you slipped that in there.
Hey, so roll call, P.
Motherfucker, good. I'm gonna follow his.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that. So, Canoe, roll call. Tell some of those folks because I'm getting a lot of comments and whatever. So,
read
I got Takasha
had a couple. Not call in.
Had a couple comments. Stephanie Flowers, Nicole Lee, call in because I can't necessarily respond right now, but we would love to hear your voice.
And
also remember that we're coming from some people from Colorado, Atlanta, Texas, and as far as I know right now, but some people that are listening and that do call in. So whatever you do say and call in, other people you might be able to help. So give us some of your input and expertise.
Yeah, I have some people like Danielle, Monica, Alexander, my homegirl, Cinder.
Cinder.
Y'all call in with your questions. Y'all type them here.
Yeah, I can't read
But see,
them
they
that
may be
fast.
shy. They may be
They
phone
they
shy.
could be shy.
Yeah.
Well, Danielle says, thirsty dating to her is just asking too much too soon.
Ooh.
And I agree with that.
Yeah,
Asking for too
I
much
agree.
too soon.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right. When I think of thirsty dating, I think of a scenario where a person goes out, they get picked up, dropped off, hold hands, have a dinner or lunch, whatever else, have a good time, then go home, and all of a sudden it's kissing mouth, grope you, grab your booty, hug you, hump you. Like, wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Cinder says stay on script, Trevor.
Sorry, Cinder.
No, she didn't say Trevor, but she said for us to stay on script. And Cinder, help us out. Where did we take the turn?
The
Call in.
the thirsty dating to me is like I said, it's lustful. The person that seeks their own interest. One of the differences between the characteristics of love and lust is love does for uplifts, encourages, inspires. It's an action word, and it quite often leaves from the person that's doing the loving, the giver. Then you have the other characteristic of lust, which is it only seeks its own interest. It doesn't necessarily think about the other person. It's like when somebody else just seeks their own interest, you are the giver or the person that's doing the loving. You have to make them happy. You got to make sure that they're satisfied. Have you guys ever been in a situation like that where you have to do all the work for the relationship?
Well, you have to do the heavy lifting. That's not a good relationship. You know, dating is like tennis. You know, I hit the ball over your side, you hit it back. It's this volley back and forth. There's this duality that's going on, this ebb and flow that's going on between two different male and female energies that creates this harmonious, synergistic blend of beauty when it's right?
Man, I couldn't have put it no better.
Hey, let's shoot this number out there, man, because I'm getting some very interesting comments. The phone number, Kev, you want to give it to them?
213-270-1969. Come on, don't be shy. That's what it is.
Well, a young lady, I don't know if you want me to say her name or whatever.
No, don't
else,
say her name. Just say
but
what
she says, Trev, I want sexy versus handsome. But if I can have both, that's even better. Yeah. That's a point for Canoe right there. Hey.
Exactly.
And do other women feel that way? Are there some other women that want both? Or would you choose sex if the guy was or fit that slot? Would you rather have sexy over a handsome guy or?
See, this is what Cinder was talking about. You changing the topics.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So,
Back to the topic.
Anyway, what I want to know is from the women out there is like, at what point does a man become needy? When is it too much? Like first date, second date? You know, when is the action too much? Like, it would scare a woman if she was like, meet a guy that night. Okay, all I want to do is marry you. You know, you begin to pedestalize this woman way too soon, right? Way too soon, and I think that scares a woman away.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just, but a lot of guys, they think like, oh, this will help me get her, but a true alpha male doesn't have to prove his worth. It just comes out. You don't have to go overboard. Keep doing extra stuff for this woman.
Wow. Okay, well now, my friend Marilyn Garcia, she just said that a good relationship is.
Keep saying their name.
Oh, sorry. I think some people might.
Okay. All right. Well, you should.
You're right. It said a good relationship is give and take. Sometimes you are giving, sometimes you are taking. I would like to use the word receive instead, but yeah,
Receiving.
because in taking,
Receiving is always good.
Right? But because if somebody's taking from you, it's.
But him slow.
I'm right before slow. Sometimes I'm right before slow.
Well, I'm just saying, because, you know, it's not always, well, I know the book says better to give than to receive. And I'm just going to leave that right there. Because the book says that. But I mean, it go both ways, you know. And I think everybody, men and women, would want that. Because see, I think women tend to think or feel that men don't have those type of feelings because we're men. But you know, we're made, you know, in his image.
Givers.
Yeah. So,
to be givers.
but sometimes we want to be pampered, you know, and you know, it's you know how you choose the pampers. You know, you can't always just look for it to be one way.
Right.
You know, I'm letting know. Yeah, I like gifts. I like to go on trips. I like to go out to dinner. You know, I like those. The same thing. I like to go listen to or a concert or go listen to a band or you know or whatever. I like those things.
Whatever happened to, and this may be archaic, whatever happened to women subscribing to the notion that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach? You get microwave meals nowadays.
Right.
I'm not going to blame just millennials, but you get microwave meals on the table. I don't think they know how to boil water good.
Well,
you know, some of them. Not all of them.
You're right.
Not all of them.
Because
some of them can't cook rice. And that's one of the easiest things to do, right?
No, you would think.
I mean, a boiled egg.
Yeah, a boiled egg. I say a boiled. I agree. Because rice, they make
if you cook the rice right, you wait for the water to evaporate. You good.
For some of you guys women that don't know how to cook rice or your rice don't come out quite right, try putting it in a coffee maker. It trust me.
I know. I'd show you how to cook some rice.
Well,
it's very easy. It's 2 cups of water. Well, I use chicken broth. You can use 1 cup of chicken broth to 1 cup of water and 1 cup of rice. You bring the water to a boil, some season, some salt in there, some sea salt in there. Then when it comes to a boil, put the rice in there. Wait for put the fire on low. Wait for all the water to come out.
It
there you
sound
go.
good. And
rice.
It sounds simple.
You got rice.
But just like you said, you talking about these ones now. I'm good. Mine's a cook. She'll go to work all day, and come home and cook a 4-course meal. So
I had somebody talk about is thirsty dating more than one person.
Yeah. Ooh. It could. To me, it can. Yeah. Because
that could be a form.
Because you be thirsty for love. Is it?
Do you believe
love?
that you can be in love with two people at the same time?
Yeah, I've tried.
There you go. There you go.
I think I've tried that.
We're not talking about a menage a trois. We're not talking about.
I like that French stuff. French kiss. All of that French stuff.
All these countries.
Yeah.
Hey.
But
wow.
I think if you're dating, I don't consider thirsty dating when you're dating several people or a number of people.
What do you call it?
You're dating. Okay. It's not thirsty because if you have the same mentality towards, you're not. To me, thirsty is when a gentleman is going way overboard. Baby, I'm gonna buy you a diamond ring next week because I'm so in love with you. That's impossible. I just met you. So the whole notion of love at first sight, I think we could just throw that out the window. You know, I think that's what it lends to what Trevor was talking about. Is really lust. And if you so sure of your Thich Nhat Hanh, he made a great quote. He said, and I'm gonna paraphrase the quote. He said, when you gotta love a person in a way that they feel free.
They feel free.
That they feel free.
I agree with that.
That I'm not bound to. My love is not binding you to this area. My love should be enhancing you, and where you feel free, where you can grow spiritually and physically. That's what my love does. So I don't think thirsty dating gets you to that point. Because I think it's an insecurity, right? If you're thirsty dating, because whether man or woman, a woman may be insecure and seeking attention because she did not get attention from her father when she was a child. So she's looking for this male image or supply her what she missed when she was a child. So I think some of that lends to a woman being thirsty for that love from a male. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't particularly care for a woman calling me daddy. All right, never mind. Sorry, go ahead. Next thing.
He tell women to call him. I've seen him tell. What's your name?
Sweet Daddy.
Sweet Daddy.
That's
Daddy. My name's Sweet Daddy.
like when I go to a restaurant, I call. Anyway, but I think that some women have a tendency. I think people, period, they women especially. I have concerns with that when you're missing your father. If a woman's missing her father, I don't know if I would care to. I'm not gonna say date a woman that doesn't have a relationship with her father, but it just makes it more difficult to be with a woman that doesn't necessarily have a relationship with her father. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Can I just make one point? Somebody asked. I want to hold you. Somebody asked for the number again. So the number, Danielle, is 213-270-1969. Call in. We want to hear your voices. What you were asking? What do we think about what, Trevor? I apologize. I just wanted to get that out.
It's difficult to
I think it's difficult to date someone. It's not impossible, but sometimes it's difficult to date a woman that doesn't have a relationship with their dad. So,
oftentimes I won't.
Really?
Yeah. Because I know if she has a toxic relationship with her dad, I should say, not just no relationship with her dad at all. Because I look at if she doesn't respect and honor her own father, how the hell is she gonna look at me? You know, and maybe that's within reason, but she still has that she's learned to have this behavior towards a male that will continue on into the relationship that we could be in.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm an equal opportunist. You know, they need love too. You know?
Yeah, but they got to give love back.
Well, I mean, but see, that's what I'm saying.
That's
You
reciprocity.
really won't know unless you try it. Then if you see where it's not being reciprocated, then yeah, you move on. I mean, because there was a time, you know, when we were coming up, like women dating a woman. Now, you know, it's hard to find a woman to date a woman that don't have kids.
No, at our age, grandkids.
Well, yeah. Now,
At our
yeah.
age, it's
But I'm
grandkids.
just saying, there was a time where you could find women that didn't have kids. You know, back when we were coming up. You know, it was kind of, I don't want to say rare, but you know, you can find.
I would say up until 25, 27.
Yeah, somewhere around there, just about 30. You know, but like you said, now they got.
I know some that's 40 and they never had.
But it's just a
It's
few.
rare.
It's like what, 1%.
But you know what a guy told me,
Father,
and I don't even go say what his name is. But if a woman is 40 and she don't have no children, she ain't never been married, and there's nothing physically wrong with her to have children, something is really wrong with her.
Well, I can't really say that. I can't really say that.
We got a phone call.
Asking you shall receive.
Hello, caller.
Come on,
State
caller.
your name and your
Whatever
statement or question.
All right, so look,
Oh, that's a problem.
my question is, so me and this girl been in a semi-dating talking stage for about
Man,
9
this
months
voice
in the
sound real
making now.
familiar.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's
I'm
your
sorry.
question?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You sound
Yeah.
like a young guy, man.
Right.
I appreciate
Yeah,
a young
real
guy
young.
calling in, and we're trying to test the lives of some of these young
Don't even
guys.
have hair on
So
his
go
chin.
ahead, man. What's your question?
Yeah, so me and this girl been talking semi-dating talking stage for about 9 months now.
9 months.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not she's ready to move to the next stage. You know, really be my girl. So, you know, I'm doing everything on my part, giving her my time, my effort. I'm trying to make it happen.
Good,
But
that's
she's
an
not
excellent
showing
question.
signs that she's trying to go there.
Okay,
And I'm
go
steady
where?
acting on it.
She's trying to go.
So,
What-
you know, is that thirsty?
Can you take her anywhere?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
mean,
are
it's
you
like-
old enough to even take her anywhere, wherever she want to go?
How
No.
old are you, sir?
No.
It's young. That's young.
Oh, yeah, I'm 17.
But that's his reality.
Oh,
You're
okay.
trying,
Yeah,
you're trying to
yeah.
talk to him.
You-
That's
yeah.
what you're trying to reach
I
him.
don't
Okay.
think at 17
months.
you should
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Concerned about a serious
committed,
relationship.
serious relationship.
But
Right.
But I think that
about your purpose.
at his age and the stage of his life right now, this is important to him. To us, it may seem like puppy love, but to him, this is the realest love that he probably had felt in a while. But we don't know. My advice to you, young man, is go ahead and take this season of this relationship and just learn as much as you can from it, and then go from there. Give it your best, and hopefully they'll give it their best. But the likelihood of this going into your adulthood is not as likely. But just learn from it, man. I strongly encourage you. You're still young. Take your bumps and bruises and learn from it, and be a better person into your next relationship if this one ends.
Don't be serious about this.
Yeah, get a hug
Yeah.
from somebody, and man, you
All
too young.
right. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. I appreciate your phone. We appreciate your phone
Right.
call, man. I'm glad you're interested in the show. Young 17-year-old call.
17.
That was a blessing. I like that. I'm
17.
applaud
Were
that.
you
Thank
in that situation
I-
at 17?
When I was 17,
I would say hell no.
I agree. I just want to see. You seem
I'm gonna
shocked.
keep it 100. I was
Yeah,
not thinking
no.
about nothing serious
Yeah.
until I probably late 20s, early 30s.
I thought love was like the best thing since sliced bread, you know? And growing up,
Oh,
you
you
know.
go soft ass.
Yeah, I was a nice
And
guy
that-
growing up. I
And
didn't have a show
soft
like
ass
this.
No.
fuck.
I didn't have a
That's-
show like this with somebody to teach me.
That's when you have a white dad.
When you
When
have a
we
white dad.
have a black dad or no damn dad at all,
Maybe
you
so.
ain't trying to get no.
Well,
Hell nah.
I
was.
think
I-
until
I-
you
I
reach a
was
certain
like,
age.
I saw a relationship,
Yeah.
and I wanted to have that. I wanted to love somebody like I saw my dad love my mom, and I thought
At
that was
17.
No, I was probably
Tell the
17.
truth, bro.
Yeah, about 17.
Tell the truth.
Man, every day I see my father get up, warm her car up for her, made her lunch and her coffee, and walked her to the door, walked her to the car every day. And that's something that I thought was
It could have
what a
been.
man was supposed to
It
do.
could have been. Well, I ain't gonna say what
Okay.
it was.
Well, let me
It could
ask
have
you
been like
this.
he was trying to hurry up and get her out the house.
No, but we were in the house. Boy.
So, but how do you feel about that now, though?
I think that and just being respectful, a man should do that.
But are you in that?
I think it jaded me growing up because it didn't work out. So I think for
now
right
she's their
now,
own
this
damn
season
problem.
of my life,
Matter of fact, pour me a cup.
First of all, way too young
Yeah.
to be. I would.
Live your life.
Yeah, you figure out your purpose
Right.
before you need to be in a relationship.
Man.
You don't need to be in a relationship with somebody and you still trying to figure out your purpose in life.
I don't think it's realistic
It's
because you
because
don't know
it
your
could be a
purpose at this
distraction.
age.
Hold on, it could be a distraction. I've seen so many dudes go to a college just because this woman was going to this college. Nah, dude, go to the college that fits you. Don't be chasing this
Right.
tail. I just
Right.
think you need to be solid within yourself as a man and go for your purpose, and then have that woman join you within that. Not the other way around. You can't
Right.
be chasing tail.
A young man is not usually doesn't find their purpose or identify with their purpose until they're about 24. By 25, they start walking into it. Even
Yeah, that's what I'm
colleges give you the option of changing your major.
Yeah,
Then
but
you have adults
you
that
may
are-
be following behind her, and that college don't even have your major.
I've
Okay,
seen
so-
people do it, and then they end up breaking up.
Right.
And I,
Never.
like,
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but
Exactly.
if you know your job, mission, vision, and purpose, then you need to help me. Because a woman is
we're saying the same thing. You want to say it different.
Right? No. I'm
Okay.
agreeing with what you're saying, but
Okay.
but that's not going to come until they walk into the enlightenment of knowing what their actual purpose
Well,
in life is.
how would you tell a young man to go ahead and figure it out?
How
with
you gonna
that
tell him to-
relationship? I'm from a
Dude, at that young age, man, as soon as you start experiencing belly button hair and armpit hair,
But,
man, you taking long pisses.
Trev, you know yourself.
They fired up.
The old saying, what is it? Young.
Dumb
dumb.
and
Full of
full of. So, I mean,
We need some callers because
How do you
Trevor is
explain
over
that?
here tripping.
What do you mean? How do you explain?
Somebody call in 213-270-1969.
Anybody?
Somebody
Hey,
tell
comments,
me what
comments,
have they
comments,
thirsty
comments,
dated? Have
Comment.
somebody
They not gonna call.
dated you and you just had the runaway? We looking for the runaway women.
well, I
Where
have
they
a young lady that just called. Well, just sent a message and said they're still out here, or you can call it. Let me know what you mean by that. And then another young lady said it's probably because I had an excellent, respectful relationship with my dad, and it seems imbalanced. I'm not even sure what that means. But
Yeah, call us and
in
tell
regards
us what
to
you
the relationship you're in
Right.
now, or
Maybe when she said the other young lady said she's still out here, maybe out on the dating scene.
could be.
Probably that. You know. But hey, we ask us anything. Ask a black man. You know.
We gonna add that section to the
You
show.
want to do?
right?
Okay, you wanna,
Are we gonna do it right
yeah,
now?
we'll do it. Yeah, why not? You know,
Okay.
if you want to access anything, call us. But you got to call. You know.
So this is are we finished with? Can we still continue the thirsty
Yeah,
dating?
no.
So
go ahead.
this is our Ask a Black Man section. So anything you want to ask a black man is now the time to do it. Call in and ask us anything you want to know. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, hello.
Hello. You're on with the black man.
Call. State your name, your question, or your comment.
Hello, Mr. Alexander. This is Miss Monica Alexander.
Oh, how you doing, my lady?
I'm doing good. What happened to what they used to do a long time ago when men used to actually date women? No sex involved, just date women. So you get to know each other and determine if you even like that person. Because what we're doing today is we're jumping in the sack with them immediately, and then we don't even like this person next month.
Right. I think a person should court.
It has something to do with what they got when they jumped in the sack. Is why
Yeah.
they're not even-
Yeah, I think we're in a microwave age,
Right.
and we do need to slow down a tad bit. But I think the days of courting back then is really no. It goes so fast.
Right.
People want
Exactly.
this instant gratification.
I think society is like that. I
Right.
think we've
Yeah,
gotten that way
society is
in
like
terms
that.
of society.
Right.
So
overlook
Well, we
values.
just had a 17-year-old talking about being in love and
yeah,
where can I take you? So
So
that lets you know.
Right.
Go
But
ahead.
he took 9 months to get to know this person to see that he really liked
Yes.
this young lady.
Yes, I give him this props.
True.
Because
I give Miss
we go
props.
out to the club, we hook up with somebody, and the next night, next week, we're already there with them. And then we find out, say, 6 months down the road, when we're learning their personality, that
Right.
we don't even have a connection. We don't like the same things. He's too possessive, she's too possessive. We don't like that.
Right.
Especially when we're getting older in age.
And I'm getting some messages with women that are agreeing with you, Marilyn. Some women are opening their legs too soon. Another young lady said courting.
What's
She's-
too soon?
she's-
What,
do we do the
24
90-day
hours? 24
Marlon,
hours, 48
Marilyn,
hours.
you can call in and let us
72.
know what you think too soon is.
I
Thank-
think
Go ahead.
I think it's a matter of sexual attraction to me. If a woman sees you as, I'm gonna use this scale of 10. If a woman sees you as a 8 or a 9, she will sleep with you within 3 days.
No, you know
I think
what?
they
3
say,
days.
Let me
they
ask
say
you.
a woman
3 days.
knows. A woman knows
in
within
what?
a few. A woman
few
can
minutes,
call
right?
in 3 minutes whether or
Yeah.
not she will.
Yeah,
or
that's
she's
what-
attracted
That's
to
what
you
I was about to
sexually.
ask because
I'm
yeah.
saying a man has to give her the opportunity. and don't kill me on this one. A man has to give her an opportunity where she does not have to press the slut button. A woman doesn't want to appear to be a slut or whore or anything like that. But so a man has to give her reason to say, "Hey, okay."
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
your
you for your
man,
call.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your call.
Thank
We
you.
got
They
other
giving me the
calls.
sign
No,
like,
because we got other calls that's
But
coming
check-
in.
But
So
check this out. This one guy, Tim, just hit me up and said, "Man, courting Nah, I don't like judges or juries. Give it to me, baby.
So do we have another
Do we have
caller?
another? Yes. Please stay.
Thank you for calling, Monica.
She can't hear. New
Monica.
caller? Is it a new caller?
Caller?
Yes, it is.
Yes. State your name,
Oh,
please.
this is Dolly.
Hey,
Dolly.
I'm
Dolly.
just calling because, first of all, one of the guys on the panel said something about having kids at the age of 40. I had my kids at 41. That was my choice. Anyway, beside that, let's talk Thursday dating versus Thursday for sex. Thursday dating, to me, is going on multiple dates. No sex has to be involved.
Right.
If you're Thursday for sex, then you can be Thursday for loving all hours of the day or the night, as long as your partner is willing. But you have to be prepared to answer to your man's demands when he's also thirsty. So it goes both ways.
You're right.
I agree.
I would agree.
Yeah, we
with that.
agree. That was some good advice. You're right.
Thank
And good perspective. Thank you.
And that was me. I wasn't painting a broad brush. I said most. I was quoting
I
someone else.
understand.
I was quoting somebody else. That wasn't. He was quoting.
Okay, somebody else. Austin.
Thank you.
He said it's because women want to be locked down, but
Thank you for calling.
Oh,
women
another
want to be
call?
locked down, but with total freedom.
Is that another caller?
I think it's another caller.
No, she was hanging
No,
up.
she was okay. Go ahead.
I just messed that one up. Women want to be locked down, but with total freedom, with being single at the same time. And men, 9 times out of 10, will not pass up tail.
One pass. Now I don't believe that.
I
passed
think men
up a
will.
lot of tail.
Yeah, because like they say in Domino's, all money ain't good
Ain't
money.
Good money.
Well,
Yeah. I. Oh, thank you. Say it by the bell.
hey, caller, thank you for your call. We appreciate it. Please state your name, your question, or your comment.
This is Reverend Ewell.
Oh, Reverend Yule.
Sorry,
Rev.
Rev.
Hey, man,
Sorry,
for
Rev.
tuning in.
Can
You
you
guys have a
Alrighty.
on next week's show. We're gonna have.
Lord Jesus. Oh.
Go ahead, Rev.
Go ahead, Rev.
What's going on, fellas? Listen, since I've been divorced and I live in Texas now,
So you calling from
and
Texas?
the dating scene has changed a great deal. The women are more aggressive nowadays than what they've been before.
I agree, Reverend.
Well, I think the numbers aren't in their favor also, because right now it's like already 7-1. You may need to lower your
Can you turn
the
your
device that you're
yeah,
listening
just
to
a
the
little bit?
show on.
We're getting a feedback.
But I think that because the odds, unfortunately, aren't in the women's favor, and as they mature and or get older, as years pass by, it sometimes could be more crucial for them.
One of the problems is, and I know it's that the guys are not having respect for women because the women have basically thrown out that qualities that the men don't have to have respect because they're not respecting themselves. Now, when I got separated, when I was separated and divorced, the woman came up and asked me, told me that basically she don't wear any underwear. I mean, so that is, it shocked me.
Well, it doesn't shock me at one bit, Reverend. That's what they doing nowadays.
Right, yeah.
You're lucky she wasn't sitting in front of
In the pool.
Right?
Where you can see it from
So
the pool.
you can see it.
Yeah.
Thank God she wasn't there.
I don't want to laugh. Because I ain't
The
trying
temptation
I'm
of
not
the
trying to
flesh
call
is
Pooh to
real.
hell,
bro.
if this
You
joke
going
ain't
with
holy.
us. You going with
If
us.
this joke ain't holy,
We
I'm not
going-
trying to call Pooh
Hey,
to hell.
it's spitting
I ain't trying to
policy.
FedEx to hell.
Yes, you going. Yeah, Rev. They are. They very aggressive.
Very aggressive. If you go to Atlanta, they're super
very
aggressive. They're super aggressive in Atlanta.
Well, let me tell you,
They'll
Texas,
tackle
I live
you in
small
Atlanta.
town Texas. I live in a small town in Texas now, and geographically it changes because I lived in North Carolina and they were the same way. Just in Texas, in small towns, they're more aggressive than what they were then.
Well, I tell you
And, last time I dated a woman was my ex-wife when we courted, and that was in 1996.
How long did you court?
We courted for about a year and a half, and then we got married.
So, is there a difference between courting and dating?
Well, courting it takes on a whole different realm because you know that it's going to lead to something. Dating, I mean, yeah, people just get into. People say that they were with a person for a week, they dated.
Well,
so it's commitment level.
The reason I say that, okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you have to have a certain time. I would think that where you say, okay, now we're going to be committed, and after we're
Trevor
committed,
needs counseling, Reverend.
Yes,
If you
yeah.
could
No, I
call
took
him,
a class in it.
you could call him. You guys can get a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Trevor does need counseling. Thank you for calling, Reverend.
I made
Thank
this
you.
counseling,
We
Rev.
appreciate your call, Reverend.
Thank you for tuning in. And now we got to start trying to be on our best behavior.
Yeah, we didn't know you was listening.
We
I'll change
apologize,
my
Lord.
verbiage now.
We apologize, Lord.
Right. But I do think we need to court for a certain period of time and then start, seriously dating. There's different stages to it.
Definitely.
Because keep in mind again, marriage and courting is not two individuals; it's two histories.
Yes.
So you have to get to know one another's history. And so because you've done it this way and she's done it that way, does not make you wrong. So therefore, in the courting stage, you learn about one another.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then you find out whether you really like them or not to go further.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you, Reverend.
Well, we thank you for your
Thank you,
call.
Reverend.
Amen.
Well,
Thank you for blessing us.
Be blessed.
Yes. God
All right.
bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
If you want to send some tithes and offerings this way, call 1-800.
Man. Wow.
So,
Reverend.
thank you, Reverend.
Man.
So we still at this Ask a Black Man section. We want to
only got a few minutes.
You only got a few minutes to ask
Few
a black
minutes.
man anything you want to ask him.
They probably scared to call now since the
Yeah.
Reverend is
Since
Well,
Reverend
Tyrone, you
listen.
call in and let us know what
with
your
they
definition of thirsty
freaky
dating
behavior,
is.
You know, nasty heathens.
I wanted to, while we're waiting on somebody to call, can I read this short little caption about this love right quick? It has something to do with the thirsty dating. Okay. And it's what it says is when people do not feel worthy of love, attention, and affection of their romantic interests, they try to force things in hopes of avoiding what they fear most from happening, rejection. Trying to force or interject yourself or your presence where it has not been invited causes the other person to feel like they are losing their freedom. So I just wanted to say that because it's that whole thing, like when you that thirsty and you trying to force yourself on another individual, you're actually pushing that person away from you. You know what I mean?
Could. I think you could.
No, you are pushing. It's like human nature. Like you go try to run up to an animal, you run up to it, that animal just gonna flee. If you try to like calmly move slowly,
It's going to attack you.
no, silly. It will stay there for a little while longer. It's just a common human nature thing. If we don't, if somebody's coming too hard at you, you be like, oh, wait a minute, what's wrong with this person? You know what I mean? Male or female.
I think also it has a lot to do with where you are in life, your maturity level.
completely agree.
Some people, like women say, what is it, the clock or
Biological time.
yeah, is ticking. So I think it also, which what you're saying is true, but I think also too it has something to do with your maturity level where you are. Because I wasn't expecting my relationship at the time that it was presented. I wasn't even thinking about it. I think I was kind of more thinking about be a little naughty, but that wasn't going. She wasn't having it, so.
So I think that sometimes it's a good mixture when both people are on the same page. When both people are on the same page, it just gives you a euphoric dopamine kind of a feeling, like you feel the same way I feel, even though it's not always 50-50. The fact that you have somebody that kind of feels close to the same way you feel, there's a magical feeling that goes on, and that dopamine is at a higher level. You know, it's like you have a natural high around that person.
But you got to keep that dope.
Yeah.
You got to keep it.
One person being the only one in the relationship
Right,
high is
man,
not going to work.
But we thank you. This hour went by fast.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
it did.
And we missed y'all calls, so y'all email us.
Yeah.
Y'all email us at spitpolicies at
exactly.
gmail.
So we definitely thank you for tuning in, and those that was brave enough to call in. You know, thank you for your call. Thank you for your text. You know, hopefully we answered the questions, or hopefully we did it justice tonight. So, any last?
Well, I appreciate all your calls, questions, and comments, and even our some of the texts. But keep in mind, if you're able to identify with a grifter or somebody that is an opportunist to guard your heart.
Yeah, that's I think just love is two complete people sharing with one another, that they create this whole nother persona or not a person, but they can create another person. But that love spawns beyond both of them.
So we're going to elaborate a little bit more on some of that next week, Kev, or during the month.
We'll fit it in.
Yeah.
Because I think this was a good topic. I think, so that's definitely,
saw a lot of interest in it. So
yeah, and I think it would have been a lot more, but
there goes my notes.
Hey man, thank y'all.
All right, peace.
And on that note, on those notes,
Learn to listen when it's grown men talking.